last minute, unexpected, jump on and get her done as we are getting ready, as we are sailing away actually from Cozumel, Mexico on this wet and rainy day in paradise. Y'all. So decided to jump on real quick and go live because we said we were going to do it as we sail away from Cozumel. And just want to give you a little bit of what went down today, what we're looking for going on. But the experience was good nonetheless, a little bit different. Terrence Parker in the house. What's going on, family? Glad to have you hanging out here with us, or with me at the moment. Looks like this is gonna be a hello fam. Dolores Whitmore, hello to you as well. I know I caught most of you guys off guard, like last minute, like, yo, they doing a live. Sig says, how's it going? How are you feeling about the ship now? Sig, it's going actually pretty good. I have no problems with the ship. The ship has been great so far. Today was our very first port day here in Cozumel. Rain all day. I've never been to Cozumel where the entire day was rained down our own. And we got into a couple of things, so those vlogs are going to be pretty lit. I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're just going to get into a little bit. I was going to show you the sail away. It's real gloomy right now. Let's see who's all in the house. RN Healthy Life saying, hey, what's up? Kim in the house. Kim Bynum, what's going on? Saying hello to everybody. Dolores Whitmore says she's going to be on the Paradise in 17 days. Cheryl Murray says, Mr. Sancho's is the place to go. Unfortunately, today, nowhere was the place to go other than the port because it was very, very, very wet and very rainy. It was a poncho city all day today. But we still had a good time. Let's see, Joy Cravey saying hello from Georgia, 96 degrees currently. Woo! You know what? I don't know if I want to trade in that 96 degrees for today, but yeah, I might. Sig says, oh man, I've been in Cozumel when it rained, but it cleared up later. Not today. Not at all. Roberta McRoy says it was raining earlier here in Florida also. Cheryl Murray says, oh man, let me see if I can kind of show you what the skies have looked like pretty much all day today. Actually, this is the best that the day has been because earlier this morning, nothing but rain. But right now it's still cloudy, overcast. People have been able to come out now and get in the hot tubs in the pool. But before, there was nothing but rain, no people up here. And as we sail away from Cozumel, let's see, I'll show you just how gloomy it is. But it's never a gloomy day when you're on vacation. Sorry about the wind. I don't have my regular mics in, so hopefully you guys can hear me, but about the brightest it's been all day, and it literally took sailing away. Off in the horizon back there is the Carnival Valor right behind us. So not a complete bust of a day, but you know, it did rain. So I'm gonna go back down here and get away from the wind, and we can chat a little bit. If you have any questions, make sure you put a Q colon down in the comment section down below, or simply write out question, and I'll try to answer those questions for you. Let's see who we got checking in on the chat. Let's see here. All 28 of you. Now you know how we do. 28 of you hanging out with us, and only 15 thumbs up. You got to ring that doorbell when you come to the party, man. Let us know that you're in here. You're taking your time to come hang with us. So obviously you like the video. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us. We really appreciate it. Let's see here. Bill Richardson says, hello from NYC. It is in the 60s. Oh, man, that's not bad. The Cruising Max in the house saying, hey, what's going on? Terrence Parker said, how is the buffet so far? Okay, let's talk on the buffet. I have forgotten just how small the buffet is on these ships. It's like literally 2 little sections. I haven't eaten at the buffet, so I can't speak on how good or not so good that it's been, but it hasn't been looking that appetizing. The pizza on board sucks. For Carnival pizza, the pizza absolutely sucks. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe the pizza pirate is a little bit different than Cappuccino, but not a fan of the pizza. But so far the buffet is Gaylord Freeman says G&J still trying to get on 3 cruises out of Galveston. Money, money, money. But the wife is ready. Understood, man. Gina Davis says, where is Addy? Addy is napping. I think Addy and Jasmine and the girls have just chilled in the room all day. Me and Rich went out and explored, had a good time. I mean, we made the most of a rainy day. She may run up here. I told her that I was going to go live, but she's taking a nap, but all is good. It's one of those days where all you feel like doing is taking a nap. Roberta McRoy giving a thumbs up. Aj DeMille says, I rang that doorbell. I do appreciate you for doing that. Again, Addie's taking a nap. She may come up here shortly. I told her I was going to go live. We didn't realize what time it was. Gina said, what did you do in Mexico? Well, Rich and I went out in the rain. We had some lunch. We had some tequila. We did some shopping. We did some walking and sightseeing and just kind of hung out. We tried to do a vlog and a video to kind of show you that even on a wet, rainy port day, you don't have to stay on the ship. You can be adventurous, get out and explore and still have a good day. So hopefully our videos reflect that when you see them coming up. Dolores Whitmore says, how are the meals in the main dining room? Considering the main dining room is the only thing that we have to eat because there are no specialty restaurants on board, not a fan of the main dining room as well. Well, I take that back. Last night we had, let's see, what did we have? I ordered a steak and that wasn't the move. So I think it was the pork tenderloin, I think, came in for the win, but nothing overwhelming about the main dining room food either. Let's see, Aj DeMille says, would you rather go back on board the ship or this ship or the Mariner? Mariner all day. Just because there's a little bit more variety of food, a little bit more variety of things to do. But given how you guys know how I feel about these smaller ships, I would do the Paradise again. The ship is very well taken care of. It's got enough space. It's just missing the specialty dining and some of the other things, you know, stuff like the alchemy bar, stuff like that. But so far so good. And get indoctrinated to cruising, or someone who just wants to get away and relax, I would for naps. Absolutely good for naps. I'm going to probably do that here in a little bit myself. Bill Richardson says, what ports on this trip? Well, we only have 2, and that's going to be Cozumel, which was today. Tomorrow we will be in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. Then we've got another sea day, and then we are back in Tampa. Let's see, the Cruising Master said, I smashed that like button, LOL. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. For everybody that's checking in, the like button is just like the doorbell. When you come over to somebody's house, you don't want to just walk in the door or come in the back door. You got to ring that doorbell. We appreciate that. Crystal B cruising in the house. She says, hey, Terry, that Mexican dish looked good. How did it taste? Did you see, what did you see? The IG posts? Did Rich post an IG? We did go to a restaurant and we had a full snapper that was busted. It was cool. It was so good. The margarita was good. The atmosphere was good. Like, we had a good time eating today in Cozumel. Gina Davis says, fun. Sig says, what liquor did you buy in port? believe it or not, the one reason I wanted to come to Cozumel was to restock. Is I didn't see the brands that I normally purchase when I'm here, but then again, I normally get off in Cozumel and go over to Playa del Carmen to the mainland and buy over there. There were a couple of mezcals that I was thinking about getting, a few tequilas, but at the end of the day, Red Scorpion 2121 says, Uncle Terry, how are you? Enjoy Mexico. Lee Ann, what's going on? What's going on? Dolores Whitmore says, oh dang, let me pack me some frozen meals. I mean, it depends on, we're a little bougie. Our palate's a little bit different. The food, again, is not bad. It's just not. Says, hey fam, I hope you're enjoying your cruise. So far, so good. No complaints whatsoever. Just kind of relaxing, enjoying the day. We kind of sleep in, walk around a little bit, go to dinner. We went to a show last night that was, you will definitely see our reaction in that video. It was, and then we go to the casino and laugh and play and, have some adult beverages until it was time to go to bed. Crystal B. Cruising said, yes, the IG post with the full fish eyes, teeth, and all. Yes, fish was amazing. It was on point, especially with the lime on there. Ooh. All right. Adrian says, I need to get back in a cruise, but this job won't let me be great. You know what? I understand that. And not everybody's able to just jump out and then jump back on a cruise ship. Both Adrian and I have full-time jobs. My job, however, does allow me a little bit more flexibility because I'm able to work remotely and still get it done. So we're able to kind of get out and enjoy ourselves. And Adrian is taking a little sabbatical. So, there's that. At first, when I saw Adrian, I was like, is she literally in the room, like, commenting on the live? Let's see. And I have never met an Adrian with their nickname Addy. I felt like my family let me down. My nickname's A. So what do they call you, Adrian? 300 in the house saying, Terry, how's your tugboat cruise going? Bruh, I can't even call it tugboat. Paradise is, I would come back. Paradise has not been bad at all. Cheryl Merrill says, I see your internet is still not that great. Nah. I mean, you got to think, even though we paid for the premium package, and I don't know what you guys are seeing, I don't know if it's lagging or whatnot. I'm trying to sit right under the satellite globes. That's that little thing right there. But it's probably still not great. The older the ship, your internet's going to kind of suffer along with that. You just got to be prepared for it. Even though they say it's premium, and you're paying a premium price for it, then you're definitely not going to get fast speed. So it's been a love-hate relationship. Trust me. Red Scorpion 2121 says, better than San Juan meal. Forgot the name. But for a rainy day, fish enjoy my free 15 drinks a day anywhere on the ship. That's what some way maybe you need to map out how many drinks you can spread across a day just to stay good. But definitely get your money's worth if you're going to pay for a drink package. But the fact that you said it is free, Dolores, you good going. Kelly in the house saying, Terry, blink 3 times if you want to get that cruise. I would. Not that there's been anything amazing that we've done. It's the ship is clean. They take care of it. It looks better than you would think. No complaints here. Let's see here. Red Scorpion 2121 saying, LOP Stevens in the house says, I hear you, but your lips are not moving. Okay. I can't see what you guys are seeing. On my end, it looks like everything is still moving. And Addie's not here to monitor on the second screen. But I just appreciate you guys taking the time to even check us out. That I normally roll with, because I was like, I could either go live or I could just go downstairs, get everything, come back upstairs. Adrian wanted to go live at 6, but I was like, might as well get it over with. Ms. Jonesy saying, hey. Adrian says, my family just calls me A, nothing cute like Addy. Dolores Whitmore says, I'm sharing. Thank you, Dolores. Terrence Parker says, how is the cruise director? Lily is her name. She's a sister from Canada. She's been doing an amazing job. This is the first cruise female cruise director or cruise director of color. That's a woman. She's been doing a great job. We've had a couple of opportunities to talk to her one-on-one. I think if you come on the Carnival Paradise, you'll have a good time. Six says, would you do this or another small ship like it again? I would do this one again, but there'd have to be a specific reason. The Elation, I think I was watching Para DJ's videos and they did some renovations to the Elation that made it look a little bit interesting. I would probably give that a try. But again, the Carnival Paradise has not been bad at all. G Fox, what's going on? What's up to you? Siobhan Bennett says, hey Terry, can't wait to sail with you guys on the Mardi Gras. We can't wait as well. We've been talking about that, making some more plans. Melanin at Sea is gonna be great. We are a little over a month and a half away from our very first group cruise, and I can't cave. It wouldn't be possible. It's a blessing, and we're gonna have a great time. Siobhan says, hopefully I run into you guys and get to hang since we didn't book through you guys, so we will miss the group events. Okay, so here's the thing. Even if you weren't able to book with one of us or transfer your sailing over, if you see us, because that wouldn't be fair to those that did, but definitely come by and say hello. Come holler at your people. Let's have a cocktail. Let's sit down and talk. Let's laugh. That's what it's all about, man. Siobhan says, I'll be on the Paradise September 2023. I can't wait. You're going to have a good time, but just know it will not be the Mardi Gras. KB Bundle says, slight delay, video versus audio, Kung Fu still. Okay. Ooh, Brandy says it's buffering really bad. Lakeisha Scott says, so I guess. Sydney says the ship is well maintained, but yeah. The price did play a huge factor into this little 5-day trip. Adrian says, my first cruise was Carnival Sensation back in 2010. I thought the ship was huge because I had nothing to compare it to. It's amazing how far ships have come. That is true. The thing about these ships is, you know, these smaller ships can get into some of the better ports of call, some of the more exotic ports of call compared to some of the bigger ships. So it's not okay. Game Changer says, greetings, my brother. I'm glad you are happy. Both enjoy the love. Red Scorpion says, just booked the Carnival Splendor for Australia for 2024. Miss Jonesy says, question, how do you like the food so far? It's just so-so. Nothing too big about it whatsoever. Let's see if I try to roll it here, if it clears up a lot. It probably is not. I probably was in the best spot for the Wi-Fi, because I see some people dropping off, so I know it's probably really lagging, and I know I hate that too. Let's see. Kelly says, hey Terry, what did you think about the peanut butter tequila in the port? It was sweet. Probably not something that we would drink on the regular, but it wasn't too bad. Dolores says, I'm booked for the Sunrise April 2023. How is that ship? Honestly, in my opinion, the Paradise is in better condition. The layout is better. Overall, I think it's a better bang for your buck than the Sunrise. I wasn't that impressed at all. And being able to compare both of them to each other, yeah. But you're going to have a great time either way it goes. Jackie White says, I'm happy you both are having a good time. Hopefully we'll get more info on the Sunday Sip. Yes, the Sunday Sip will be able to fill you guys in a little bit more on what went down on this trip. We did not get a chance to do our excursion today. We were going to thunderstorms in the area. We weren't able to get a chance to do that. So we're definitely going to have to come back and do that. Because we had a whole second cruise in November on the Vista, and I'm excited. Vista is one of our favorite ships. You're going to enjoy yourself. Sydney in the Sunrise. On the Sunrise, it seems like it feels like it's a lot smaller, especially with some of the fixtures that they have in there. But everything in here is super clean. For a ship its age, the carpets look amazing. The banisters are clean. I see the crew, they really take care of it. You know, I like it because it's not so gaudy. You know, sometimes you get on a older little flowers, and there's this thing about this particular ship, these apparent that looks like Fabergé eggs are everywhere, like little egg things. So I guess in 1980 or 98 or 89, that was like the hot thing in cruise fashion. I mean, think about the cruises, like the Wonder of the Seas and all these ships that you see with all the tech, and then you see stuff like this, and you're like, this was the hotness back in the day. Let's see here. 300 says, Terry, is that storm affecting your cruise? Man, let me tell you, last night, woo, we are aft, and I did get a little nervous because the ship was rocking something serious. I felt like I was in Inception for a hot second. But I asked Rich and Jazz and Addy about it, and they were just knocked out. So I don't know, maybe it was just me being half paranoid, being on the smaller ship and then being tossed like that. But overall, the only impact that the storm had was just a rained out Cozumel. Siobhan Bennett says, how are the cab rooms? Are small, but you can maneuver around. I mean, it's an older ship, but I think all of us were pleasantly surprised that the rooms were the way that they were. Not bad at all. Adrian says, so far, what was your favorite cruise? For me, I really enjoyed Magic Eastern Caribbean. Ooh, that's a tough one. For me, I'm going to say there's two different itineraries that I enjoyed. The Mexican Riviera, definitely. I love Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan. But our trip to the Mediterranean, to Italy, you can't beat that. So those two are kind of close, but those would be my favorite. Let's see. Ryan Davis said, but it's still Carnival. That is true. That is very, very true. Will Cooper says, my first cruise was on the Paradise. We watched your Monday live stream with my friend who went with me on it. Thanks for this trip down memory lane. So what was it that you really enjoyed about the Paradise? If you've sailed on the Paradise before and you're hanging out with me right now, let me know down in the comments below. What was that one thing that you really liked being on board the Paradise? And for those of you who've sailed the Paradise multiple times, why do you keep coming back? We've met a couple of people who have done the Paradise now 4 or 5 times, and they absolutely enjoy it. For the money, I think it's a good value. For the port, I think it's great. I mean, it's Tampa of all places. And the itineraries are really, really good. Let's see. Brandy Brown says, oh my, that's my fear of being on a cruise and going through a storm. Don't be, because they hire the meteorologists and they make a nice bit of change to make sure that these ships avoid the storms at all costs. Now, you may get some remnants and some waves. You are at sea, but they're not intentionally going to run into a storm. No, they're just not going to do that. So don't be afraid. 300 says, yeah, Terry, being on a towboat will be scary in a bad storm. Y'all, this is not that bad. Siobhan Bennett says, how many cruises have you been on? Well, Siobhan, this will be cruise number 34. This is our 34th cruise. We've sailed every cruise line now except for Holland America and Disney. So I like, me and Rich were talking about it earlier. I think that's one of the things that we have on a lot of the other cruise channels. Even though we're a small channel and there are a lot of people that still don't know about us, I think we have a huge breadth of experience when it comes to cruising, and especially different cruise lines and going abroad, as well as pretty much doing everything in the Caribbean. Let's see, Cheryl Merrill says, I was thinking about y'all when the weathermen were saying a storm was going to Mexico. Yeah, for those of you that didn't know, a hurricane actually went through Mexico. I think it was the southern part back on Monday. This is just remnant weather from that. It's already dissipated and whatnot, not impacting the sailings, not impacting where we're going at all. Let's see. Will Cooper said the best part was sailing under the Sunshine Skyway Bridge at night. You know what? This thing about to hit, and we just went right under it. So that in itself is an experience to see how close the funnel gets to the bridge. And that's one of the reasons why this is the only size ship that will cruise out of Tampa, because no other ship's going to be able to make it under that bridge. So just know there are other cruise lines that sail out of Tampa besides Carnival. You've got Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and you have Celebrity. So you've got a good cross-section of cruise lines to choose from. Let's see, Roberta McRoy says, I can't handle it just feels like you've been, drinking a little bit. Gina Davis says, prayers, thank you. We're never going to turn down any prayers. We appreciate that. Let's see, Brandy Brown says, okay, thanks for telling me. You've relaxed my mind. Oh, and 34 cruises? Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. Game changer, what's up? Let's see, Adrian says, we had to take the ferry from Cozumel back to Playa del Carmen. It was a storm. My husband and I didn't say anything the entire time, just stared and prayed. Okay, so if you were on the ferry, one, you're closer to the water than the ship. So I could understand. I think we did come across in somewhat of a storm. It wasn't a bad storm, but it was raining. So I know what you mean. I've been there. Let's see, Crystal B. Cruising says, I've sailed the Paradise 5 times now. It's my closest port, and I sail when I need to restock the liquor cabinet. That was the reason why I came, even though I didn't buy any liquor this time. She says, I love being able to walk the entire ship and know where everything is with no problem. That is definitely easy on board. Like I was trying to show you guys earlier, it's really easy to navigate. You've got the center of the ship with the atrium. You've got each floor that you pretty much run into every amenity on the ship. And then you finally make it to the Lido and then to the other areas. And the same going back the opposite way. So it really isn't that difficult to navigate around the ship. And yeah, not bad at all. All right, let's see what else we got here. Katie Kendrick has a question. She says, what did you do on your extra day at sea? Which extra day at sea? On which, or entertainment? Something like this. Just kind of relax. Dolores Whitmore says, taking my mom Addy on her first cruise in 17 days. I hope and pray she doesn't get sick. I got her an interior room. Just make sure you take some Dramamine and watch a couple of videos on some of those things in case you fear that you may get seasick. Once you get over that part, and not everybody's going to get seasick, you're going to be all right. The thing is, a lot of people that are first-time cruisers and they're not used to being out on the water, you don't have to look at it. You can literally stay in the ship and not see the water until you go out and you get ready to leave. So there's that. Elizabeth in the house, what's going on? She says, wait, Terry, you're not going through hurricane, right? No, the hurricane was earlier this week on Monday. I think it hit Mexico. And then it quickly, so it's a non-factor now. Game Changer says, we've been on cruise where about 7 ships was out running in a hurricane, and the nightclub dancing created a new line dance called the rocking. Yes, that's it. I can see where that could definitely happen. Definitely see that happening. Let's see here. 300 said, Terry, how's the food? It's meh. It's nothing special about it. It's cruise food. Exploring with Eric says, hi, have a great cruise. Thank you, Exploring with Eric. Brandy Brown has a question. She said, I don't know, I'm moving around a lot, y'all. She says, so in your opinion, what's the best thing that I can look forward to when I go on the Vista in November? Your vacation. Vista is an absolute amazing ship. Food is pretty good on board. They've got all the amenities, the Carnival 2.5 itinerary. your trip, Rich and I hung out, is that vacations are even better when you're out with friends, or even with your significant other or whoever you're traveling with. But we had a good time. Elizabeth says, whew, yeah, man. So I've been on about 35 minutes. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the sail away. There wasn't really much to see. We had already pulled out, and it was kind of good to see if there was something that you wanted to know. We've answered questions about the food. The food is kind of so-so. There's nothing really special and fancy about the ship. However, the ship is pretty good, but it's a small ship. It is a small ship. Brandy Brown says, awesome. Thank you for answering. I'm going with family. You're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great time. Like, just look. It's not crowded at all. And this is a rainy day. So, the thing, this ship can only hold about 2,000 passengers or so, 900 crew. So, it's not going to be that bad. It's still lagging quite a bit now, as it is. But I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us. We will try and go live tomorrow once we leave Grand Cayman. That's the plan. And I know we said that we were going to go live today. That's why I didn't want to not do it. That's why I'm here. Let's see. Brandy said, so, question, how's the food on the Vista? I'm sure you probably mentioned it, but I didn't catch it due to the buffering. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. The food is pretty good. You're gonna be okay on the Vista. You just have a lot more choices on the Vista. Pretty much all cruise ships have the same menus. It just depends. But when you're cooking for more people, Roberta McRoy says everybody sleep. They will be up later. Probably so. It's about time for dinner, I think. What time is it? It's like 4 or 5. I'm not sure. If it's getting close to 5 o'clock, then you're going to start seeing people heading off to dinner. But I don't really see much of that hanging out. It's got everybody like it's in chill mode. Really, really in chill mode. We talked about the food. We talked about the ship. We talked about whether I would come back on it or not. Yep. So I got to say, after going on the Mariner, which is one of, you never, might see me back out on here again. Small ships are not too bad right now. Roberta says 5:55 in Florida. Ooh, yeah, I think we're an hour off here in Cozumel. The storm is heading towards Florida between Miami and Tampa. I did see that. We're supposed for that. But, if we got to stay out here a couple of more days, I ain't going to complain. It's not ideal, but I'm not going to complain. So I've been hanging out about 40 minutes now. I know it's buffering. I apologize. Blame it on the Carnival Wi-Fi. It is not great. But we'll try to get back tomorrow. Maybe we'll try and do it in port a little earlier. Just watch out on the chat to find out where we're going to be at. And, man, y'all enjoy yourselves. Thanks for always being here, being supportive of the channel. And we'll catch you next time, all right? Holla.